Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, my dear students. Here is your mathematics teacher Muhammad Abdul Saeed from Pakistan International School, Paris, Saudi Arabia. Today we will continue our lecture number 77, exercise 11.1. This is your first year mathematics. Find the period of the functions. Number 1. Find the period of function. Our first part is sine 3x. Sine 3x. Dear student, what is the period of sine function? In previous lecture we have seen that period of sine function, cos function are 2 pi and period of tangent function is and cotangent function is pi. And definitely their opposite, sine period 2 pi, cosecant period also 2 pi. Cos period is pi, 2 pi, and secant period is 2 pi also. Similarly, the period of tangent is pi, period of cotangent is also pi. So you can have sine 3x plus 2 pi. Add the period. Add the period in sine function as 2 pi. Now you will have sine, take 3 common from here. X plus 2 pi by 3. So this one is the period. So period is equal to 2 pi by 3. This is your answer. After that, cotangent x by 2. Number 4 is cotangent x by 2. Just I told you, what is the period of tangent and cotangent? This is pi. Cotangent, take 1 over 2 common, then x plus 2 pi. What is the period? Is equal to 2 pi. Yes, period is 2 pi. Similarly, part number 9. Part number 9. Tangent x over 7. What is the period? Pi. Tangent, take 1 over 7 common, x plus 7 pi. Actually, we are dividing 7 and multiplying here with 7. So what is the period? That is 7 pi. After this, we have question number 11 and 12, and you can check question number 12. Cosecant 10x. Cosecant 10x. What is the period of cosecant? Actually, cosecant is opposite of sine. The period of sine is 2 pi. And cosecant is also 2 pi. Yes, there is 10x add 2 power in this power. Add 2 pi in the angle. So taking 10 common. So here is multiplying and inside you will divide. 2 1 2 2 5. So what is the period? Is equal to pi by 5. Then question number 15. 3 cos x over 5. 3 cos x over 5. 3 is outside the function. No difference at all. It has no effect in the angle. 3 remain as it is. X over 5 and its period is 2 pi. 3 cos 1 over 5 common. Here you are dividing with 5 and inside you will multiply by 5. Here is x plus 10 pi. So what is the period? Period is 10 pi. Dear students, that was your exercise 11.1. exercise 11.2, we have to draw a graph. First of all, we will make the table of values. Table of values. Exercise 11.2. Question number 1, part 1. Y is equal to minus sin x and x belongs to minus 2 pi to 2 pi. Y is equal to minus sin x and x belongs to the interval minus 2 pi and plus 2 pi. Here is the closed interval minus 2 pi to plus 2 pi. Actually, minus 2 pi is minus 360 and plus 2 pi is plus 360. First of all, you have to take subinterval. Subinterval means difference between the values of angles. Let subinterval is equal to pi by 6 or 30 degree. Let subinterval is equal to pi by 6 or 30 degree. So dear students, you can make the table of values. Here is x and this will be y is equal to minus sin x. X is minus 360, minus 330, minus 300, minus 270, minus 240, minus 210, minus 180, minus 150. Actually, gap between the different angle values is 30. Minus 120, minus 90, minus 60, minus 30 and 0. Then plus 30, plus 60, plus 90. Again we have value of x. Dear students, this is value of x and here is y is equal to minus sin x. Then 120, 150, 180, 210, 240, 270, 300, 330 and 360. Dear students, these are the values for sine function. These are the values for the sine function. Yes, you can check. Here is we can take the values minus 2 pi to plus 2 pi. Here is, yes, minus 360, that will be 0. This is 0. This is minus 0.5. Then minus 0.87. That will be minus 1. Here is sine minus 360. That will be 0, sine minus 330. Actually, it is in the fourth quadrant. In fourth quadrant, sine is negative. So you will have negative sign here. Minus 300, sine minus 270 is minus 1. And sine minus 240 in third quadrant, it is again negative. Minus 0.87, minus 0.5 and 0. Sine minus 150. sine minus 150. Dear students, we have here is, yes, sine minus 180 is 0, sine minus 150 is 0.5 because it is in second quadrant, and second quadrant is always positive. But here it will be in the second quadrant, negative value minus minus plus. Actually it was minus 0.5. This minus 0.5 is multiplied by this negative sign. Because minus 150 is in moving clockwise, it will be in third quadrant. And third quadrant, tangent positive, sine and cos both negative. So here is minus 0.5 and into minus outside. There is minus also. So minus minus plus. Here is 0.87. Then it will be 1. Yes. Sine minus 90. So it will be minus 1 minus minus plus. Again, this is 0.87, 0.5 and 0. Then again, sine 30 is 0.5, but there is negative sign outside. So we will have minus 0.5 here, minus 0.866, and minus that will be minus 1. Here is sine, it will be sine 120. This is positive, but because of this negative sign, it will be minus. So here is minus 0.866, minus 0.5, and sine 180, that is 0. It is 0. Dear students, after that, sine 210. Sine 210 is in the third quadrant, and it will be minus, negative, but minus minus plus here. So that's why it is 0.5 plus 240, 0.867, and 270 is 1, 300 is, that will be, yes, 300 will be 0.87 because 300 is in fourth quadrant and sine in fourth quadrant is negative. But minus here is outside, so minus minus plus. Here is 0.5 and 0. Dear students, this is the table of values for the sine function. Now you have to draw the sine graph by having this x-axis and y-axis. Dear students, from the start, you can take 0, this is 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, 180, 210, 240, 270, 300, 330, and 360. And on left hand side you will have minus 30, minus 60, minus 90, minus 120, minus 150, minus 180, minus 210, minus 240, minus 270, minus 300, minus 330, and minus 360. Dear students, at minus 360, 0. Here is 0.5 and then is 1. Minus 0.5, minus 1. Minus 360, 0. Minus 330, minus 0.5. Here is down. Minus 0.5. Minus 300, minus 0.8 187 actually minus 9, and minus 270 is minus 1. Then minus 240 is minus 0.866, actually minus 0.9 you can say. And here is 210 is 0.5, 180 is 0. Then minus 150 is 0.5. 120 is 0.9. Minus 90 is 1. Here. Then minus 60 is again 0.9. Minus 30 is 0.5. And 0 is 0. After that, 0, 0, 30 minus 0.5. Then 60 is minus 0.9. 90 is minus 1. 120 is minus 0.9. 150 is minus 0.5. 180 is 0. 210 is 0.5 positive. 210 about this is 210 is 0.5. 240 is 0.9. 270 is 1. 300 is 0.9. 330 is 0.5, and 360 is 0. Dear students, join with your loose hand. This is the sine graph from minus 2 pi to plus 2 pi. This is your graph. Yes. Dear students, that was your graph. I hope that you understood this. Actually, this is y is equal to minus sine x. After this, we have part number 3 and 6. Part number 3 and 6. Part number 3 is y is equal to tangent 2x, x is equal to minus pi to plus pi. Yes, we have. Yes, we have question number 1, part 3. Part 3. Y is equal to tangent 2x and x belongs to minus pi to pi. X belongs to minus pi to pi. Again, you can have let subinterval is equal to pi by 6 or 30 degree. Dear students, you will make the column of x this is your column of x. After that we have column of 2x. Yes, and here we can have y is equal to tangent 2x. Actually, you can say We start from minus pi, you can say minus 180. Minus 180 to plus 180. If this is minus 180, that will be minus 360. Then after that, what will be? This is, here will be minus 150. What is that? Definitely it is minus 300. Then minus 120 minus 240. The gap becomes 60 degrees. Minus 90 minus 180 minus 60 minus 120 minus 30 minus 60, and here is 0 and 0. Dear students, after that we have 30, 60, 60 and 120, 90 and 180, then here is 120 and 240, this will be 150 and 300, 180 and 360. Dear students, we have tangent minus 360, that will be 0. Tangent minus 360. Tangent minus 360, that is 0. Then tangent minus 300, that will be 1.732. Tangent minus 240. Tangent minus 240. Yes, we have minus 1.732. Tangent 180 is 0. Then tangent minus 120. Yes, 120, 1.732. And here is tangent minus 60. Tangent minus 60. This will be 1.732. Tangent 0 is 0. Tangent minus 60, tangent minus 120. Will be positive. Tangent minus 300. 60. That is minus. Yes. This is 60. Tangent 60 is 1.732. And tangent 120. 120 is minus 1.732. Tangent 180 is 0. Tangent 240 is 1.732. This will be minus 1.732, and tangent 360 is 0. Dear students, here you can check 90 and 270. Tangent 90 is actually tangent 90. There are special x values 45, 90, 270, minus 45. And here will be minus 90 and minus 270. Dear students, these are some special values of x for which we have to make the table of values to draw the graph in the proper way for tangent function. This is special for the tangent only because tangent 90 is infinity. This is math error. For example, I am taking tangent 90. Yes, this is infinity. And remember, tangent 45 is, that will be 1. Here is 1. Y is equal to tangent 2x. Here, tangent 270 is also infinity. Tangent minus 45 is minus 1. Tangent minus 90 is again math error. And tangent minus 270 is math error also. Minus 90, you have minus infinity. This is minus infinity. Minus infinity or plus infinity, it makes no difference at all. Why I am using these special values? Because without these values, you cannot get the graph of tangent function with the proper way, in the proper way. Similarly, 45 and minus 45, 135 and minus 135. Remember that. These are also the values where we need to have the function. Tangent 135. This is minus 1. And tangent minus 135, that will be minus minus plus. Yes, here is 1. So dear students, we can have these values to draw the graph of tangent as proper function. Now we have to draw the graph. I need these values Okay, we can have actually we need these values. Here is this is x-axis, here is y-axis. This is 1 and 2. Minus 1 and minus 2. 0. Here is 0. 30, 45, then 60. 90, 120, 135 and 150. After that 180, 210, 240, 270, 300, 330 and 360. I have written some of the values like these. We have written positive 270 and 90 positive also. These are infinity lines. For 90, you can draw these infinity lines. Then 270 also. These are infinity lines. Then minus 30, minus 45, minus 60, minus 90, minus 120, minus 135, minus 150, minus 180. Then minus 210, minus 240, minus 270, minus 300, minus 330 and minus 360. Dear students, at minus 90, again we have infinity line. Then at minus 270, we have infinity lines. That was the reason I was finding these special values of x which were not normally according to that rule after multiplying with 2. Because to draw the graph properly, to draw the infinity lines, we must have these values plus 90, plus 270, minus 90, minus 270. Other values are important in this way because we have 1 and minus 1 values. These are the intermediate values in fact. Here minus 360 is 0. This is minus 360 is 0. And minus 330 was actually 0.6. And minus 300 is 1.732. This is 2, this is 1.732. So you will have the point like this. After that, minus 240, minus 240 is minus 1.3. Here it is minus 1.3, minus 1.32. And minus 210, minus 210. This is the central value. Yes, tangent minus 210. We can check it. Tangent minus 210. Dear student, it is minus 0.577. So it is minus 0.6. I have taken this minus plus 0.6. So here is minus 0.6. This one. And 180 is 0. This one. Then again we have minus 150. That will be minus 150. Minus 150 is plus 0.6. This is 1 and here 0.6. Minus 135 is plus 1 and minus 120 is 1.732. 1.732. So the graph is like that. You join them. This is the graph. Similarly, minus 60, minus 70 is 1.732. Minus 45 is minus 1. And minus 30 is actually minus 0.6 and 0 is 0. plus 30 is 0.6. 45 is, what is 45? Plus 1. Here is plus 1. 60 is 1.732. This is 1 and this is 2 and 1.732. So dear students, this is the graph of tangent. After that, we have 120. 120 is minus 1.732 here. And 135 is minus 1. Here is minus 1. 150 is minus 0.6. 180 is 0. 210 is plus 0.6. 240 is, this is 240. 1.732 here. So you will have the graph like that. After that, 270 infinity 9, 300 minus 1.732. 330 is minus 0.6 and 360 is this 0. So dear students, this is the graph of tangent function in this way. I hope that you understood this question. Similarly, you can draw part number 6. You can draw part number 6 of your exercise 11.2, question number 1. After that, we have question number 2. In question number 2, we have two parts. They are similar. Now, they are exactly similar, sin x and sin 2x, cos x and cos 2x. I am taking part number 2. Part number 2. Part number 2. And with this question, part number 2, question number 2, your chapter number 11 will finish according to your reduced syllabus. I think after chapter number 11, I can move to chapter number 7. We can finish our chapter number 7 safely after chapter 11 because we have chapter 7 to finish also. Question number 2, part number 2. Y is equal to cos x, y is equal to cos 2x. Y is equal to cos x, y is equal to cos 2x. Now, cos x has the function 2 pi and cos 2x has function pi. Yes, so we can start, dear students, we can start cos x, listen, period of cos x 2 pi and period of cos 2x. Actually, cos 2x was added to pi. So dear students, cos 2 into common, that will be pi. So pi is the function, pi is the period of cos 2x and cos x has the function 2 pi. 2x has pi. Let subinterval is equal to pi by 3. or rather pi by 6. It is better to have less gap so that we can have proper graph between the values. Here you can have x and y is equal to cos x. Then x, and after that 2x cos 2x. This will be 2x. Then we have y is equal to cos 2x. We will start from 0. Gap is 30 degree, 60, 90, 120, 150, 180, 210, 240, and then 270, 300, 330, and 360. So dear students, we have the period of cos x is 2 pi. And what is the period of cos 2x is pi. So you will have 0, 30, 60, 90, 120, 150 and 180. Basically, this is the way. For x, you will have value for 360 or 2 pi. Period of cos x is 2 pi, so that's why I have written 0 to 360. And period of 2x cos 2x has pi, so I have written this value. So definitely, if you have 2x, so this is 0, so what will be that? Definitely it is 60. And here is 120, this will be 180, that will be 240, here is 300, here is 360. Dear student, the gap here is 30 degree, but for 2x the gap is 60 degree. This is the question. Here we can have yes, we have the values. Now we will check. Cos 0, yes, cos 0 is 1. Cos 30 is 0.866. Yes. Cos 60 is 0.5. Cos 90 is 0. Yes. Cos 120 is minus 0.5. We can have cos 120, that is minus 0.5. Cos 150 is minus 0.866. And cos 180 is minus 1. And cos 210 is again minus 8.866. Cos 240 is minus 0.5. And cos 270 is 0. Cos 300 is 0.5. Cos 330 0.866. And cos 360, that will be 1. On the other hand, for this 2x, cos 0 is 1, cos 60 is, here we have written 0.5, cos 120 minus 0.5, cos 180, this is cos 180 minus 1, then cos 240 minus 0.5, cos 300 0.5, and then cos 360 360 is 1. Basically, now we have to draw the graph. Here is this is zero, x-axis, y-axis. Remember that this is 0.5 and 1. Minus 0.5 and minus 1. We will write down 0, 30, 60, 90, 120, then 150, 180, 210, 240, 270, 300, 330 and 360. We have, this is cos x graph, 0 and 1, here is 1, 30.866, 60.5, 90 is 0, 120 is minus 0.5, 150 is minus 0.866 and 180 is minus 1. 210 is minus 0.866. 240 is minus 0.5 and 270 is 0. 300 is 0.5, 330 is 0.866, 360 is 1. So dear students, you have the graph of y is equal to cos x like that. This is the graph of y is equal to cos x. After that, what is the graph of cos 2x? Cos 2x is 0 and 1. After that, 60 and 0.5, this one, 60 and 0.5, second line. After that, 120 and minus 0.5, this is, and 180 is minus 1, and 240 is minus 0.5. This will be 300 is 0.5 and 360 is 1. Dear students, basically graph will overlap, but the gap of the value will be 60 graph. And if we take pi interval, if we take cos 2x equal to pi interval, then we can have 0 to 180. If this is 0 to 180, this is 1 plus 0.5 minus 0.5 and minus 1 here. So this will overlap. The graph will overlap. 1 and 0.5, and then that was 0.866. Here was x is equal to 0 and x, this will be 2x. So here cos 2x, so this is the graph overlapping. But only the gap between the values will be double. This was 30-degree gap and here is 60-degree gap. And if we consider these values, then again we can have 1 and 0.5 and 120 point, this one. That one is the same. I hope that you understood this question. Dear students, that was your exercise 11.2 and your chapter 11 is finished. I hope that you understood this question and you can do this chapter 11 and revise at home. I hope that you understood this question. And you can revise those questions, you can solve those questions which I left for you from chapter number 8 or chapter number 11. And they will be easy for you. If you have any problem, okay, you can contact. Okay, Allah Hafiz and Assalamu Alaikum.